Hey guys, my name is Aanand,
I'm Kaitlyn.
and we go to Kadena High School, the best school in the Pacific.
Go Panthers.
Alright, so first thing we're supposed to do is tell you what type of student are you as a whole, and how did you do in AP Psych. And so right now, when we're recording this video, it's May 2016, and so we don't know how we did on the test yet, but throughout the course, I got all A's. As far as how am I as a student as a whole, I'm okay. Kaitlyn?
He's a great student. Overall, I'm a pretty good student. In AP Psych, I did pretty decent. I got A's for both semesters, and I got B's for 2 of the quarters, I think.
What were your expectations for the class last fall? Well, for me, I was kind of hoping for an easy class, just another AP class kind of to boost the GPA a little bit. A lot of classes here you can kind of cruise through as far as APs go, and I think this is what I was kind of hoping for from this.
Yeah, I was thinking that it was going to be like challenging, but not too challenging. I mean, because it was psychology, so I thought it was going to be more of just like fun stuff, you know, not so much actual material.
What did you do right during the year? Well, during the year, I tried my best not to get too far behind, although I did at some points. I think what I did right was also kind of disciplining myself. When you're doing an online course, you don't really have someone there pushing you all the time to get your work done. And so you kind of really have to push yourself, and I think that was a good thing, is that I made sure, keep good grades. Part of it is because, if you want to do sports, you got to. And so that's what I did right, I think.
What I did right, I think, is that I did all of my readings, and I made sure I did all of the assignments, like, genuinely. I didn't try to just do the bare minimum. Like, I made sure to actually do all the assignments and do all of the readings. Yeah,
you have to read in this course if you want to pass those tests, because some of them are so detailed, and it's just random little tidbits you could only get if you read thoroughly. What mistakes did you make during the year? Well, I go to events called Far Easts. A lot of you know what they are, and if you're in Europe, you know Euros. So when you miss school like that and you don't do anything for that week and you get back, you're suddenly having to catch up from the week before and having to do this week's work, and it sucks. So don't do that. It's a mistake.
My mistake was waiting until the weekend to do the work, because Mr. Keller makes all of the due dates on Sundays. And so I was thinking, like, oh no, it's fine, like, I'll just do it over the weekend. But then it took my entire weekend, and it took so much time because it is a lot of work. And so that was my biggest mistake, was procrastination.
Yeah, I procrastinated a lot too. And what surprised you most about the class? I think the biggest surprise was just
the amount of work,
how much you have to know.
Yeah. There's a lot of reading,
stuff from like stats and biology and like all these little things that you wouldn't expect from psychology. Like, you think psychology, you think, oh, it's just studying the brain, like, how do you work?
But it's all like, there's so much more than that, and it's very, very complex. And you cover a lot in not that much time. Every week you do anywhere from 3 to 5 chapters of reading. Well, they're called modules, but yeah, so it was a lot more than we expected.
Yeah, but then again, it is hard, but if you do the readings, if you do the work right, you'll be fine on the test. I didn't feel unprepared at all, but if I had started at the beginning of the year and I had just seen how much information it was, I would have been very intimidated.
Which kind of covers the next question. To do well in AP Psychology, what would you suggest you guys do? And definitely just read all of the readings that he gives you. Make sure you read them completely and study, for sure.
Take good notes. Notes are really helpful, just because when you'll learn about this in psychology, semantic encoding. You write stuff down, you remember a little bit better. So I took really good notes, and I think that really helped me. Not only when I was reviewing, but just in general when I was actually learning it for the first time.
Yeah, I agree. I think just making sure that you really focus on what is supposed to be learned, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta...
There's the bold words, make sure you know those. Vocabulary, if you know all your vocabulary to a T, you'll be well set. And yeah, I think that's most of what we have to say. A couple of our classmates are going to talk to you a little bit more. Thanks for your time. Good luck this year.
Hi, my name is Mary Christiansen and I go to Kadena High School. I'm a senior this year. To continue on with the questions, the first one I have, is there any other ideas that might help? The biggest thing in psychology, I would say, would have to be the vocab words, and so one of my biggest tips would just be to drill on those. There's a lot of different Quizlets that are already set up that have a lot of the vocab already done, and was really great just to go through and use the flashcards already on there, because one, it saves you time for making your own, and two, it's really handy. You can there's actually apps on your phone that you can download, the Quizlet app, and you can run through it, so you'll have it with you wherever you go. The next question I have is, to do well on the AP Psychology exam, what would you suggest they do? And I guess those questions kind of run hand in hand, because I would suggest the same exact thing. On the AP Psychology exam, every single question you can answer, at least with an educated guess, or know the exact answer if you know the vocab behind it. And so, especially when it comes to FRQs, just know your vocab, and I think you'll do great. Good luck.
Hi, I'm Kay. And I'm Molly. We're both seniors in high school, and as a whole, I think, like, as a student, I'm a procrastinator, but I do get my work done when it's necessary, and I have really good grades, and I make sure to maintain them throughout high school. So
I think I'm the same way. I procrastinate a lot, but I still get good grades, and I work hard for them most of the time.
in AP Psych, I got B's the entire year, which I actually consider pretty good, because in my opinion, this course was really hard, and it was a lot of work.
Yeah, I got a B the entire time too, except one semester, or one quarter I got a C, but
B's.
Yeah, there's some hard points in the year, but besides that, it's not too bad.
Okay, so on the AP Psych exam, I actually feel like I did really well, which might be a bad thing, but I personally, on all the multiple choice, I knew what I was doing. I was able to just be like, oh my goodness, I know this answer, and I answered pretty straight through without any pauses. So, and even the FRQs, I think I did pretty well on.
Yeah, I think I did pretty good on the psych exam too. A lot of the questions were way easier than the questions we studied in class, so it was a lot easier.
The practice exams were way harder. I'm telling you guys now, like, if you do them, it'll prepare you for the psych exam, because you do it and you're like, oh my goodness, this is easy. So for the textbook readings, I actually did all of them. Even if I didn't read them completely thoroughly, I made sure to go through and at least skim, because I feel like the readings actually did help a lot, and there was a lot of test questions that were pulled like directly from the textbook. So if you read, it helps a lot.
Yeah, I didn't read the textbook or many of the readings so much, but I did do all the packets and everything, and that really helped. So
yeah, the packets were really good. We both completed 100% of the Schoology course. I don't think there's anything we skipped out on. There was a week I missed for Far East, and I got excused from a couple of assignments, but other than that, I'm pretty sure we did everything.
Yeah.
And then suggestions for the course, I would just say, honestly, if you're taking this course, you need to be ready, and you need to be ready to pace yourself
and keep up with all your work and be organized.
If you procrastinate, honestly, it is the worst thing you can do to yourself, because you're gonna fall behind so fast, because you have assignments every week up till the end,
and you have to actually study for those assignments.
You actually have to
just busy work.
The assignments for me that helped a lot were actually the ones at the very end, when we had to take notes on the crash course videos, and those helped so much. So honestly, watch the crash courses throughout the year by yourself. They help a lot. AP Psychology crash course. And then what would make the course better? Honestly, I think the workload may have been too stressful, in my opinion. I mean, we did get a lot of work that helped, but when you're so stressed and you're trying to process so much information at once, it kind of makes it worse. So maybe if you either pace yourself better, or if there was less work, I think that would help.
Yeah, I think pacing yourself and being prepared for big projects and stuff would help a lot too, because at the end we ended up getting projects and a final exam, so that was really stressful. And on top of that, we had just gone over AP the exam stuff, so it was a stressful time. So I'd just say probably be prepared, even if you get a big workload, just be prepared.
Well, my biggest downfall was not starting at the beginning of the week, because you get all of your assignments, and if you just start on Monday and you do something every day, honestly, I think it would help so much. So don't procrastinate. That is my biggest suggestion. And honestly, that's all we have to say. So
good luck, guys. Good luck, and thanks for watching.